Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Gets stolen by Hield. Pass to Jackson Davis. The three is up. Clock at 6. And here's Curry for 3. Goes back up. Deflected. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Ivy. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Curry. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Stewart outside. Thompson outside. Kuminga pulls it in. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 10-point game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Gets it down to single digits. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest on the arc.
Tipped away. Jackson Davis with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Pass to Hield. Stolen by Ivy. It's a one-on-one situation.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Now here's Beasley from behind the arc. And again, no good by Detroit. Here's Payton. No good on the triple. Detroit leading by 9. Puts up a deep 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Podziemski's shot is good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Schroeder. No points so far. Over Curry. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Timeout.
Drops in the 3. And now just a 3-point Detroit lead.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Pistons lead by 3. And here's Cunningham outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Duren. Out to Beasley. To the paint. Clock at 4. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Left side, Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Butler right to the heart.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
Curry from deep three-point land. Another 3 for Golden State.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, Cade Cunningham, strong.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Now here's Beasley. Pass to Harris. Here's Duren. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. From outside the arc. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Duren. Beasley outside. There's the triple. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, because Duren is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing. But that's one of his core strengths.
And here's Butler outside. And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Launches a 3. The rebound by Moody.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Curry's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Cunningham outside. Cunningham into the lane. Warriors with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And all around the rim that time before dropping. Curry's got 13.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
The Pistons lead by 5. And Cade glides in for the transition finish.
And what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And it's Detroit with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Pass to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. Warriors trail by 7. The 3 from Curry. And he gets it back. Now Green. Inside. Butler. And that comes off the assist by Green. Butler's got his second basket.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
For three, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Moody. He's scoreless. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And J.B. Staff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Pistons making a change here. Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham, right side. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors trail by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. The shot by Podziemski, no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 19. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Green. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Cunningham up top. Second chance effort. Curry with a steal. Lets it go from deep. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And it's Gary Payton the second with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution on the
And it's blocked. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third quarter here. Down low. Jackson Davis.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The Pistons leading. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legends. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Butler. Jimmy Butler. One shot. Substitution for your Pistons.
Healed with the ball. Yet to see a basket. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. They grab their own miss. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Thompson with it. Kuminga defends. And the dunk by Duren.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside heel. Butler up top. And here's Kuminga for three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Kuminga's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Beasley misses. On the wing, Payton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a three-point Warrior lead.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Warriors on top. Up 3. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Curry to the left wing. Here's Kuminga. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings and he finds them.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Three-pointer, Stewart gets the 3-ball to go.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Now Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Pass to Stewart. From downtown. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. The Warriors leading. Right side, Payton. Outside, Heel. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hill to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Beasley outside. Pass to Sasser. To the inside. Harris. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
The Warriors lead by 7. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Left side Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Cunningham outside. On the wing, Thompson. Harris outside. And again, no good by Detroit. Outside Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Harris to end the run. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Curry looking it over. On the wing, Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Don't sleep on the size of Tobias Harris. He's not afraid to bang and bump down there.
And the second free throw is good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Curry. Offline with a 3.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Stewart, no good. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pure from 3-point range. Curry's got 24.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Beasley. Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
They get it back. Here's Moody. Close in. Moses Moody.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Moody. Pass to Curry. Fires from way outside. Doesn't go that time. Pistons trail by 8. Cunningham going to work inside.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Stewart.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch. Now
here's Cunningham. And it's It's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point land. Curry with another miss. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Beasley misses.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Curry with another miss. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Fires away from way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so the Warriors take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van...
Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smelling as big as... You ain't even got me, I myself. Need an opinion, I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this back myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out, bench press. They like how I spit my sentence. Bars on lock, sentence. Big old watch, Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could've bought, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up every time. I come up, I got all the... I got... Talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Yeah, whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call for the help. I'm the one pulling car get dealt. I'm talking about blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. They don't wanna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gonna put them boys to rest. Bless. I can feel it in my gut, I'm gonna be super up. I can feel it in my chest, I'm finna be stupid rich. I got money on my mind, I'm talking stupid checks. I'm already blessed, when I get mine, I'm stupid blessed. I spent that grip, ain't saving, I ain't no Superman. I took that, I changed that, now she know who the man. I never lost, she still my soul, she living through the man. She come right back and for me like two hands. I sent her out and she came back and gave me blue bands. I'm moving smooth, I don't think I know how to lose, man. I'm still that from the sector making moves, fam. You, well, I'ma know just what to do, fam. They tryna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Richards. Holmgren with the steal. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now, here's Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Rowdy B, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Outside Williams, just 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Booker looking around. Pass to Dunn. Taken away by Williams. Hartenstein with it. Now Beal defending. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Durant with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Williams.
Taking 2 shots.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far. Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
On offense, here are the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Here's Booker. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Pass to Hartenstein. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The drive by Booker. Durant for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Number 0,
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker outside. Pass to Richards. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off.
Oh, when you combine Durant's size with his vision and the touch on his passing, it's easy for him.
Thunder trailing by 4. From deep, Williams. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Beal with it. Dort covering. The shot by Beal, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:19 left here in the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. On the wing, Wallace. Back to Williams. The 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Pass to Richards. Back to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, you allow him a path to the cup, look out.
Williams a screen to the middle. The kick out to Williams. Williams can't get it to go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Attack, too big of a one too many backs. No word of a lie, Jack. Trust me to try and get sidetracked. When I think of my first panic attack, I'm right back in the love shack. We've been here before, Jack, and we ended up with a sight.